お仕事の時間だよ。モビルスーツ順次発進。じゃあ作戦開始。
Hello everyone, this is Ninja Guy underscore 12 here, bringing you a match in the Zeta Gundam. It's been a long time since I've used this suit, and it's pretty sad because, you know, if you guys didn't know, this is one of my favorite Gundams of all time, and it's a shame that I don't really use it as much. But thankfully I got it on my ult account so I could actually have some fun with it now, so that's great. But before we continue, if you guys want to know the colors that I've used, which is the, what is it, the Zeta Gundam 3 type, or Type 3B Drade Zeta colors, which that version was piloted by Shin Matsunaga, and yeah, as you can tell, this thing is not great at all. Fucking false-ass marketing, that's for sure. It's not even gray. There's like barely any gray, aside from like, I guess, technically the weapons, but like, that's about it. Nothing about this is gray, but whatever. They just want you to think that, I guess. So, yeah, if you guys want to know the colors so you guys use it yourself, you can ask me what they are in the comment section down below, or on my Discord server. Link to that's in the description. And if you want to make any GB02 request videos this month, you can also ask me on my Discord server. Obviously, April's coming up, so obviously, once April rolls around, you guys will be able to make 2 free requests. You know? You just have to be a part of my Discord server. So now, the Zeta Gundam is a 600-point general, level 1. It goes up to level 2 at 650, and if we ever get to 700, there's going to be a level 3, and it's going to be at that cost, for sure. And this is still a pretty fantastic general, for sure. It has a lot of things going for it, and it does pretty well in a lot of areas. So, first things first is its beam rifle. Like, I love the design of the beam rifle. Pretty much everything about Zeta Gundam I love. So, its beam rifle is an EPAC type beam rifle. It has 6 shots in the magazine, but obviously it does stagger when it hits people, which is also pretty nice. Though your ammo count does also carry over to when you're in your Wave Rider transformation, so you can't just, shoot 1 round in mobile suit mode and then immediately have 6 shots again when you're in Wave Rider. That just ain't gonna happen, chief. So the other weapons this thing has its own beam saber, which kind of has the more traditional Federation style melee animations, but like, they have a lot greater range. Like, it is kind of ridiculous how far you can actually hit people with the melee, especially the downswing. It's so like long, I guess, like how far-reaching you can hit with the beam saber. You also have the head-mounted Vulcans on it, which are decent. You know, they're fine and dandy. Nothing too wrong about them. You also have the the grenade launcher in the arm, which you have 4 of those, and they do pack quite a punch, and they do stagger quite easily. So you got a nice, good sub-weapon there. And then your other weapon that you have is the long beam saber, which is just you using the beam or a rifle as a beam saber. And that thing has some really good range. So don't underestimate this long beam saber, because it has some good ass range for sure. And then in terms of weapons that it has in its Wave Rider, aside from the beam rifle, its only other weapon that it has in its Wave Rider transformation is the beam guns, which are actually just the beam sabers that just shoot little beam spot guns, kinda like similar to the Jaeger, except you only use them in your transformation. So there you go. And of course you also have the biosensor, which is really nice. You also have, obviously, some general skills. Of course, you have 2-hit melee, you have dodge roll. But when you have your biosensor, not only does it give you increased attack, defense, and speed, but you also get a second dodge roll, which is really nice, and I think a little bit more boost in your gauge, so that is also pretty important. Obviously, this one, the biosensor here, does actually, like, you could actually use it, unlike the Hyper Mega Launcher version of the Zeta, where basically you have to basically wait till you have like 4,000 HP to actually get the biosensor activated. Where on this, you need about, I think, what, 6,000, 7,000 before it activates. So that's not bad at all, and it actually gives you a chance to use your biosensor. So, yeah, pretty much the only thing I'm kind of sad about for the Zeta Gundam is the fact that now that we have the Hyper Mega Launcher version, you just can't give the normal Zeta the Hyper Mega Launcher as just like its own primary weapon and not the beam rifle. That would be kind of dope if we can do that, but sadly we can't, because then we could also use the Hyper Mega Launcher as a giant beam saber kind of thing, which would also be really cool, but sadly that has not happened yet. So I don't know if we're gonna have to wait until we get another version of the Zeta or what. So I'm not really sure what to really do at that point, because obviously I want to have the Hyper Mega Launcher beam saber on it, bro. I just, nah, I can't do that. But whatever. Of course, in terms of the design, it's one of my favorites. Even within the Zeta Gundam anime, it's still one of my favorite designs. Kind of sad what happened to the Zeta Gundam at the end of Double Zeta Gundam, but I won't really spoil anything there, but kind of sad times for what happened to the Zeta at the end. But at least its legacy did continue on, of course, with, you have the crappy, refined, Gundam Zeta from, or the Rigazi from Charged Counterattack, which is pretty bad. You also have the, obviously the Zeta Plus series, and you also have, the Zeta 2, which I wonder if we will actually get that suit eventually. Though, considering the fact that we're already in Charged Counterattack, I doubt that we will. Though, I hope we still do, because the Zeta 2 is also pretty cool. And then you also have the Rizel from Unicorn and all of its variations, like the Rizel Commander type and the General Revel type with the Defensor units. So yeah, the Zeta Gundam had a very good legacy after its creation, and all of it has to be thanks to the Gundam Mark II's movable frame. So that's pretty nice. But enough about me babbling. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm just kind of trying to survive till you know, I get to the end of the week, because I really want to enjoy my 3-day weekend. It's been so long since I've actually had a day off from work, so that'd be quite nice. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and commentary, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you all later.
今回の戦闘報酬だよ。